It's Madden NFL 23. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018. Oh, he bowls over it. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They run it again with Chubb. A little juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And it's caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when a knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. Wonder what he did with it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Hardman on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Here we go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Yellow. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 50 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. first down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Fighting through, and he's got space. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple of times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling
no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Gets past one man, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 2.
1st and 10. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. And now here comes Kansas City. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they get him down, but that before he takes it across the 50-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Brought down by Willie Gay. Here we go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 28 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They go with Chubb on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 82 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And again, it's Chubb. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 12. A little over a minute to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Throwing, Burrow.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one to do.